Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're good, because I'm good, and hope you're good and we can all be good together. Today I have a very special car behind me, the Chevrolet Corvette. This one is a 1992 model. I'm gonna be going through it and reviewing it and show you what it had to offer in that time. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, give me that thumbs up. Let's go and check it out together. Alright guys, so let's go and check out the front of the car. As you can see, this car being a Corvette, very low to the ground. And obviously this particular one has the headlights pop out, making it very nice. One of the unique features of this type of car that I really like. Moving on to the side profile of the car. It's got interesting rims. These are original that come with the car, and it gives it a very interesting and nice characteristic all throughout. This is a side profile of the car. This particular one is the convertible, so you can actually take this off and then place it back in the trunk. There's actually a place for it to put it there, so that is an option that you can do if you like. Corner of the car, and then coming to the back. Obviously the back side of the car does really show that this is a Corvette based on the way that the lights are shown. You have the dual exhaust system. It's not super loud, but it is very nice sound. You do notice it's a sports car or muscle car once you do turn it on, but it's not crazy loud. And then that's the view of this side of the car. Alright guys, now let's go on the inside of the car and see what it has to offer. Obviously this car does not come with a push start or anything, so just put your hands in and then open the door and see what it has to offer. Alright guys, starting with the door where we have the lock and unlock button and the window controls and the mirror control. Windows are not automatic in this car, so you do have to hold the button as you're opening it and closing it. Alright guys, well, something very interesting about this car is how the speedometer is set up. As you can see, getting in the car, you have everything that's analog on the left and the right side, so all your gauges for oil, temperatures, and vehicle temperature and battery. And then in the middle, it's fully digital. Very interesting for a car of this age. As you can see, everything is, and then on the left you have your RPMs going up and down. And something very interesting is that the gauge in the middle does actually change to show you different type of options. So once you press buttons, it does change to show you different type of options, which is very interesting. All right, so starting with the steering wheel, on the left side we have a knob that has everything for the cruise on and off, your cruise control on and off. And to set it, you have your Viper controls, your high beam, and your signals located on that one. So everything is on the left knob, all the buttons and the things that are controlled for your cruise control, Vipers, signals, and high beam. Coming down to the left side, we have your light controls and your dimmer for the inside of the vehicle. So this is what dims the inside. Fog light control and a traction control button. So press that and your traction controls are fully off. Coming to the right side, we have some buttons that are your trip monitoring buttons. So fuel info, you press the fuel info button, and then you would see different type of options in your gauge. So you have range, you would press it one more time. You have the 100 how much the car is using for every 100 kilometers. Average is 14.2, distance, and so on. And then the next button is actually your engine metric. So it's kilometers right now. You can press this button and it goes to miles per hour. So all the information would be displayed in miles per hour. And then going back, this is actually a very interesting feature because cars nowadays don't even have this, not all of them. Next button, we have gauges. So you press that, you have different gauges: cool, volt, oil, and going back and forth. It would always show you those. Obviously once the car is on, it would give you more information. Next one is your trip and odometer. So you press it and it shows the trip on the odometer to reset and go back and forth. That's right there. And then the next one would be your fuel and trip button, and that would be resetting it up and down. Using these two, you can go and reset those type of things. Coming down the middle, we have the air conditioning system. Yes, this car does have an AC, which is very good because it does get very hot in there, and it has a little digital screen in the middle where if you press different options or different menu button, it would change. So right now it's showing your temperature. So actually, if you were to press between these, your fan speed would go up and down, and that's only once the car is on. So we have one temperature set control to turn the AC off, auto, keep the air in the car, and then where you want the air to come out from, different type of options right there, front and rear defrost, and then fan speed right there. Coming back down, we have a very simple stereo control system. Obviously, this car being older, it is a simpler one, but you do get both CD, the cassette located right there, and then you have the buttons for your tune, how to turn it on and off, control for your bass and fade, and then auto. Obviously, you have radio with this. Once you do turn it on, the antenna pops out from the back coming out, and you have your presets located right there. Very simple, but again, very useful for its time. The quality is pretty decent for its time as well. Coming down, this particular one is an automatic, and with this you do have the option of going from 1 and 2. So if you want to do manual, I mean, back when this car was released, there weren't really manual options, but if you still did want to do that, you could go 1, 2 drive and then put it back in park. But again, this particular one is an automatic one. And moving down, interestingly enough, we have automatic seat controls for both driver and passenger. So anything you want to change for your seats, located right there for your driver, for your passenger. Plus there are more options on the bottom right beside me that are for seat controls related to the driver, and then going on over, the passenger has its own as well, seat controls for the passenger. Something interesting and cool is your handbrake. It's located right there on the left side to save on space because it doesn't have a lot of space. So if you're ever looking for it, it's located right there. And your trunk release button is located right on your door, so it's somewhere beside the driver. So if you're looking for it, it would have to be right here. Alright guys, this is a view of the engine of the car. As you can see, it's a V6 with 300 horsepower. Actually very nice and clean engine bay. As you can see, this car has been taken care of very nicely. And you can see the headlights once you do open the hood. And here's a look of the hood open from the front. Actually looks very nice and sporty. Alright guys, and this is the back space, what you would use here as your trunk. Now this being said, once you do take off the roof, you would have to place it here. As you can see, the holders right there, so you would have a lot of space being taken out. But just looking at it normally, it's very spacious for a Corvette. You can actually store a lot of things in here. And this one here is for the gas. Just open it up and put gas right there. Alright guys, well that's a review of the 92 Corvette. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something new. If you did, give me that thumbs up and comment down below what you like. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Have a good one.